So I want to explain to you what would revert happen to me if my environment would be mostly comprised of males. Since I am genetically available to match in any disposition, because I'm asexual, my sexual organ would revert to a female organ, but would cause an imbalance within my genome because I have a male key map marker. So, for example, one of my splices that would be centipede, like in nature, allowing me to have more than one of the same organ, kind of like my two hearts scenario. I would I would possibly grow a third nip. For example, that would have three nipples out in my chest area. For example, because of that genome slice, it does not. It was not. It would not be perfect. Therefore, I just happen to be extremely lucky to be 100% healthy. I'm asexual. I respond to the needs of my environment no matter what, and the needs of my environment require me to be a male, and I have a male key map marker, thus making me totally healthy. I would double as a male. Basically, I'm 100% healthy. That's all it is. That's all it is. If I would have to revert to female, some key map marker in my genome would come into conflict, and I would evolve basically in my flesh to represent that. And based on the genome I have, I would have a third nip, uh, and stuff like that. But yes, I can revert between the sexes because my sexual organ is made of stem cells. Because I am asexual. Being asexual, you would revert to a key map marker regardless, no matter what. That's the thing. You would have a sex. Being asexual, you would develop a sex in your nucleic acid to begin with. To mate. To that's how it's designed. I would have a key map marker that would have a denotation in the mount, and it would represent male or female, and I happen to represent male in a female-friendly environment. Therefore, I would need to have sex with multiple ladies. It's also why I feel their need all the time. I'm psychic. In my genome, I'm spliced to be psychic, to feel the needs of the population, of the female. I feel their hormones and stuff. I can better analyze when a female is horny. But to be honest, I'm the alpha and omega. Basically, I fill in the blank. No matter what the female sutures, I just fill in the rest of in the distribution. No matter what kind of egg the female would bring to the table, I can do the splice because of my asexual bond. And therefore, I will always revert to male because of the need of my environment. And I will shoot more oddly females in most cases. I know it's contradictory to my current state because I have more boys than girls, but as far as sperm goes, I would shoot more sperm that would turn out female. And would be luck of the draw which one reaches the egg first. I would feel basically the pheromones the female would be giving off and developing my own genome to map it in my sperm. So whatever egg she has, most of my sperm will fit in the distribution. and create that new nucleic acid or recycle that new nucleic acid somehow. I just happen to be a lucky male because it would technically by default allow me an ulterior relationship. I would need two females because I'm reptilian. I'm more in common with a gecko than a mammal in my DNA. I'm reptilian. I would have a more reptilian brain, higher acute mental capabilities. I would be smarter. I would be psychic. I would be fast healing. I would be asexual. I would be, you know what I mean? I would have all the reptilian traits while being mammal. Mammals were derived from reptiles. If you look at the Dimetrodon, which was a dinosaur back in the day, that was similar. It was starting to develop male mammalian traits in this genome. Put simply, your ghost could be something, and carbon print into something else. If you have asexual genes, you can splice into anything based on whatever. So I spliced into a human. Somehow in my distribution, I allocated to look human for the need to respond to the needs of my environment. There was a need for a completely asexual but completely hetero male. To better respond to the needs of the female in my genome. Out of pure luck, I will never get a disability. That's good. Because in other races within humanity would not be asexual and would always revert to key map markers. So it would mean most disabilities are result of an infertility. Therefore, we need CBD treatment to counteract it to begin with.